Facebook Live, we have arrived. This is Watchman Yahudah Israel, also known as Pastor Derek Mann, on the scripture study on this, what's today's day? 17th day in February, Hebrew History Month. Watchman Yahudah Israel, also known as Pastor. Hallelujah. Yeah, we're going to James this morning, y'all. We're going to James. They look like Jamaica. How you doing, young lady? We're going to James this morning. Nicole, how you doing? Good to see you on again. Faithfulness is impeccable. Hallelujah. Trinda, you too, young lady. Let's get ready to get it in. Did I just pray? No. Let's pray, y'all. Spirit of the Most High, we love you and thank you for this opportunity to come before you. Humble to know how, depending on you to send a relevant word that we may grow thereby. We're completely dependent on you. We trust you. We thank you and we celebrate it in the matchless name of Yahushua HaMashiach. We only pray. Hallelujah and all, man. Colt Ray, Melissa, I know you over there at the job. Thanks for chiming in. We're going to James, y'all. Let's go to James 2. Let me put on some eyeballs. Well, they're not actually eyeballs. They're kind of magnified windshield. James 2. I want to read this to y'all. Listen to this. Look what it say. Say, my brother, have not the faith of Adonai Yahushua Mashiach, the master of Kabah, or the master of glory, with respect of persons, right? It says, have not the faith of Yahushua. What's up, Cole? Have not the faith of Yah with respect of persons, is what it's saying, right? I hear myself some kind of way.
It's an echo.
Somebody got to mute their phone then. They got me on. That's on the line. But look what it said. It said, my brother, have not the faith of the Messiah, our master, with respect to persons. I want y'all to get that, right? For if there come onto your assembly a man with a gold ring and goodly apparel, and there come also a poor man in vile raiment, and you have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit thou here in a good place, and say to the poor, stand thou here, or sit here under my footstool. Are you not then partial in yourselves, and are become judges of evil thoughts? Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not Yah chosen the poor things of the world, the poor things of this world, rich in faith, and the heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him? But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? And do not they blaspheme the worthy name by which you are called? If ye fulfill the royal law according to the scripture, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, you do well. But if you have respects to persons, you commit sin and are convinced of the law as a transgressor. I'll stop right there. My brother, have not the faith of the Messiah with respect to person. The gospel is a remedy. It's the remedy for humanity, right? It's the remedy, right? And you got to understand the gospel is the remedy for all of humanity. All of humanity, right? Because all of humanity need the gospel. The word in Romans the 3rd chapter say, all have sinned and come short. All have sinned and come short, right? So if you look at humanity as a species, we all need the gospel. And to break down what the gospel is the death, burial, and resurrection of the Mashiach as a first fruit, but it is to be repeated, to be copied, to be mimicked in us. We're supposed to be baptized into his death because we need to die. And we're supposed to rise up to walk in the newness of life because we want to live. And that's everybody, right? We should not have respect to persons. Let me tell you something about Israel, right? They got themselves in a world of trouble. And how they got themselves in a world of trouble, they wanted to be like the other nations, right? They wanted to be like the other nations, so they wanted a king. And the warning came to them, right, and said, okay, you want a king? What he gonna do to you, you ain't gonna like. Because you want a king, right? They actually had the opportunity of having the Most High rule over them, even prior to them coming to that idiotic conclusion. The one that was good to them, loved them unconditionally, protected them, gave them all the victories, but they wanted to be like other people, wanted a king, a human king, which put them up under the rule of a man and his shortcomings and him being self-centered and funny style, sometimey and wishy-washy and iffy. Mm-hmm. That's what Israel wanted. See, when you have respect to persons, what you don't realize is you set yourself up for damnation and don't even know it. Because what caused them to offer good seating to an individual was based on their outer appearance. Yeah, that was in their head. They saw the ring. He must be somebody. She must be somebody. Somebody I need to respect and I need to know. Automatically you twist it. Don't even know how stinking that thinking is. You have no idea. You exposing yourself to be completely carnal. Because you looked at a person's outside. That's why folks don't know how to date. Folks don't know nothing about it. Folks are so shallow. Folks are so shallow, they pick folk based on their outer appearance and end up getting themselves in a world of trouble because that level of carnality will ruin your life. You end up getting your teeth kicked out because you shallow. Because you judging wrong. You looking at things wrong. You looking at things wrong. You deal with people because of their fame, right? Come to find out, a lot of people we like is Satan worshipers. because they look good or can sing good. Oh, we twisted. Come on, somebody. Folks don't know that's respect to persons. Folks don't know it's exposing how shallow you are and how yaless you could potentially be. You might have him, but you ain't got his wisdom. You sure don't see like he see. You don't judge things right, which will keep you in jacked up situations. While I'm using my resources, my thoughts, my time for you based on your fame, based on your name, based on your popularity. While I'm chasing you, who you chasing ain't thinking about you. They don't care nothing about you. They chasing somebody with a bigger name than theirs. It ain't personal, y'all carnal. Dating somebody everybody want. So your value just went down. I got options around this joker. Yeah, since last time you been to the gym? When last time you got your hair done? Where you work? Where you work? How much money you got? And men talk like that. Joker, you supposed to be taking care of her. Not these funny style jokers.
That's not even their business.
Yeah. Running around. Look, cats getting their fingernails done now.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Getting their eyebrows arched. Oh, no. We're going to keep it.
Not the paint, but the nails done.
No, but we're going you know. I'm going to finish chewing it.
Sister's hardcore.
They getting nails on too.
Cats.
Manny Petty.
Look, cats getting their nails done and want to be pampered. Jokers want you to pull their chair out now.
Oh, no.
Hair feathery than yours. Yeah, unisex minded. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with looking good, but we're gonna deal with the spirit behind respect to persons. How this world is governed by the outer appearance. See, if we mess around and start doing the right thing for the right reason, that's not only when you're really saved for real, but your life will turn around. And that's the truth. If we mess around and stop being influenced by the bling of a thing, how it looks, we got to learn how to start dealing with things according to what it really is. Because a lot of us have pursued people and things that hated us based on us being superficial and having respect to persons. Israel missed the Messiah because he was born in a barn. They couldn't get over that. They felt they was royalty. They knew they was the seed of Abraham. In Torah, their history, they was paid. They ended up in a whole lot of trouble, but that because of their pious religious position, they couldn't get it together. Because of their bloodline, they felt they were so privileged that they missed the whole thing. That's why they lived in idolatry. That's why they would turn on the Most High, because they was trying to have a relationship with him based on their bloodline, because they were carnal. And they looked at things from a natural perspective. They thought they was better than other people based on the bloodline, not realizing the people they thought they was better than the Most High allowed them to keep their foot up they behind, dogging them out and raping them and using them. They thought they was better, and he was trying to prove to him, no, you're not better than nobody. Nobody better than nobody. And if you get that revelation, then you can start surrounding yourself in situations and with people that love him and would do you some good, as opposed to stomping on you, taking all your money, kicking your behind, running off and running out, won't pay you back, won't help you, won't do their part, because folks think that they better, and you treated them like they was better. We need to stop that. Joker come in with a ring, but he's a child molester. He'll run off with your spouse. He will run off with your husband. Yep. Or your wife. or your wife. Yes, he will. If he can fit both of y'all in the car, yep.
Him, he can have it. Tell me about it.
Right. That part.
Respect the persons. Hey, you cannot go around here being judges of evil things. We got to be careful, and we got to learn to raise our children. You don't bring this is my best friend, and they real pretty, and they just so disrespectful. It's all about them, and you join the bandwagon. If you don't get this handsome little joke up out my house, this good looking, oh look at you, all designered up. None of your stuff is designer, and you a little gopher. That's not what it's about. You should be loving everyone that's around you. Don't get it twisted. You should be loving everyone around you, but when you take people in your bosom, they should be loving you back. If they in your bosom. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be running around here chasing folk that ain't even thinking about you. Mm-hmm. Trying to start a family, trying to pursue happiness, trying to work with folks, trying to get, because we get caught up in the glamour. Well, then if that's the case, they looking for your glamour. You dazzled by theirs, they don't see yours, so they gonna dog you out. Mm-hmm. My bling bigger than yours. So line up, bow down. That's the world's way. Israel went and wanted to get a king to be like everybody else. They didn't respect the real king. So they ended up with someone over them that was a taskmaster that took all the best of their sons and put them to war. Took the best of their cattle, took the best of their food, took the best of their daughters and laid with them. Didn't love them, used them, because that's what Israel want. And quiet as it kept, that's what Israel still want. Folks running around here, the word says it make you an evil judge. You'll judge circumstances evilly, and it'll turn around and bite you. Rich people they talked about. He say, ain't the ones to be dogging you out? But yet you want rich friends. You kiss up to them. You want favor from them. That's why they can use you, because you want favor to them. You, as opposed to looking to Yah, you looking to rich folks to dog you out. Someone that really needs your help, you won't give it to them. You only want to help folks that can help you, that ain't going to help you, though. You'll give it to them just because they can help you. Well, they ain't. That's how they got rich. Taking advantage of folk. Using people. Makes you shallow. Make you paper thin. You'll mess up your own life. Marry that pretty girl. She can't cook. She rude, she mean, she's super fine. But your partner's sleeping with her too. Because you didn't judge it off of character. You were an evil judge mentally. Mentally. Players out here is able to play because folks is judging them wrong. They're not judging them based on the fact that they're a murderer, that they're a child molester, that they're evil, that they only think about themselves, that they don't have no love in them. They got game. Yeah, the game's on you. It's the truth anyhow. We got to change, y'all. Israel's poor. A lot of righteous people is poor. They go without. In the scripture we just read, he said, I've chosen the poor things to get a gospel to them. I'm preaching the gospel to them. I'm preaching hope to them. Because one thing about a poor person is they depend on Yah. They're a person of faith. They're minus this evil structure is not working for them. This evil structure is not working for them, which causes them to pray more, which causes them to have faith, to trust the Most High, to depend on Him. Somebody come in with a fat ring on and we wishing we'd have cleaned up better and all that old dumb stuff. Telling folks, get out your chair, move. Keith, move, man, move, man. You see it and go, yeah, sit down, brother. Like, what? That joke expected Keith to move too. That's how he saw it. And I'm a jive turkey. I felt the same way. What do you pull up in? Yeah, dude, you better move. I saw what you pulled up in. You move. Somebody that loves Yah and will love you. You step on them. And then wonder why the rich people step on you. Because Yah's allowing it. Because we're evil judges. We do not see things the right way. You got to understand that this faith walk is exactly that. We trust Yah 100% with everything about us. How could we overlook somebody that uses the same tools you use? Faith and trust. Yah trusts us to be resources for one another. But our resources is going toward folks that don't need the resources because we're too busy being evil judges. Too busy fueling our own demise and don't even know it. Ain't that what it say? Am I tripping? Say if you got faith in the Mashiach, do it without respect to person. For there come in to your assembly a man with a gold ring, and he's sharp. He got on goodly apparel. And there come in a poor and vile raiment, and you have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing. Why are you having respect towards him? What? Real talk. What, you think he gonna buy you some? She gonna buy you some? Or you think they're better? Do you think they're better? Wonder if they agree, they think they're better too. What if you do go out to lunch with them, then what? What if you start liking them, then what? What if you marry them, then what? What if you want them to be, what if they become king over your life? What if they become an influence in your life? See, we supposed to be the head and not the tail. We're supposed to be the influencers, and it's not based on carnality. Through wisdom, the word teaches that people don't know Yah. Through the way this place is structured, I don't care nothing about a person's carnal education or their bank account. I couldn't care less. Miss me. Because through wisdom, Corinthians, y'all, 1 and 2, 1 Corinthians, right? Says through wisdom, the world don't know Yah. Through the way it's structured, did you know he calls the obese? Say if you humble yourself, the obese, he'll exalt you, right? He calls the first last, right? When you're first, he gonna make you last. But when you're last, you'll be first. He reverses the wisdom of this world, and we need to reverse ours too, because what you think is not cool is actually what's cool. What you think is not cool is actually cool, and what you think is cool really ain't cool. We're living in times where they call evil good and good evil. And we look at things the wrong way. The cats that come in with the suits that's making the policies and all that, we kissing up to them. And you leave them jokers alone. They ain't thinking about Yah. There's positions in this life you got to sell your soul to get them, or to get them positions, or they'll kill you. Some old people with suits on need to be dying if they down with Yah. They need to be going against the grain. This whole race is us going against ourselves. Why would you empower the problem? You can't empower the problem in you. You got to fast sometimes. You got to pray sometimes. You got to study when you don't feel like it, because this thing is upside down right now. Joko in the good clothes with the fat house and the ring. What is he doing what is he doing for Yah? Because he might slim down on some of that stuff and be more active about Yah's business and his people. He might act like Moses did, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Yah than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season. He walked away from it. He lost everything for the Most High. He walked away from it. When you have a pious attitude, like you better than folks, like you're entitled, that's wickedness. And we got to teach not only ourselves, we got to teach our children. Quit judging folks from the outer appearance. Quit dealing with people according to their carnality. Don't strengthen their position, their humanity. You don't need their humanity in your life, running your life, dictating you. Humanity is wicked. Folks want to be with you just to sleep with you. There's way more to meat in the bed. You spend more time on your feet living than you do in the bed. And it's cold when you're in the bed with somebody that get in the bed with anybody anyway. You didn't ruin your whole life over some bedroom activity that this joker jump in the bed with anybody at any time. Get drunk, high, want to fight. Don't want to do their share, don't want to do their part, disrespectful because they got so many options. High-minded joker came in with good apparel and a ring on. And you went for the okie doke. Acting like Israel want a king, want somebody over them. You don't want no evil ruler over you. Proverbs say when somebody evil is ruling, the people suffer. And we set ourselves up for that. If they're not rocking with Yah, you need to run. Not about no finances. Israel don't have money now. They're being punished. It ain't gonna always be like that, but I tell you what, you mess around and start obeying Yah, he's your inheritance. He'll take of you. His seed ain't gonna never be forsaken or begging for bread. He gonna take care of his. And it's not gonna be measured by this evil system that tells you what you should have. Right. What size TV you should have. Size tablet and what type of phone and what number it need to be. And all that superficial crazy stuff that people is empowering evil people in their life because they got the big screen. They got the iPhone 27. XYZ. What you got? Good dude got a Metro, that little joker. That little joker drop call, but he love Yah, and he respectful. And he'll work hard. And he'll love you and your children. And Yah's using them. You don't want that old sucker. Get up out my face. You blocking my view. In fact, get up. Let this dude sit down. Dude with the ring and the designer, not knowing that the ring and designer came from his other women. And you want to be one now. Give me a king. I want to be like the other nations. I want to squeeze on in. Pretty sure he got an extra hook, a straight right hand and a hook for you. He goes to the gym. Yeah, he'll kick you. And like that movie said, what was the name of that movie? He said, he's going to kick you when you're down. What was her name? And she fought back? Was the little Puerto Rican girl, the little singer, the dancer in Living Color. What's her name? J-Lo. J-Lo movie. Y'all remember when she fought back? She went and took her some karate. She went. You said, who here with you? She said, I'm by myself. He started smiling. You by yourself? Hey, her trainer said, but when he gets you down, he gonna kick you.
Yeah, he did.
That's what she was ready for it. And y'all trying to get us ready now to stop being evil. You hurt yourself. We supposed to be about Yah's business. in his business only. And his business is the only one that's going to deliver you blameless before his presence. His business is going to be able to take care of you when the economy crashes. It's his business, it's his way of doing things that's going to have solid people around you because you'll know how to judge. You're not running around here dealing with people based on natural achievements, natural features, and all that old temporary stuff. See, the weapons of our warfare is not carnal. They mighty through y'all to pull that stuff down, get your head right. Meditating the word both day and night, and you're gonna save yourself some AIDS, some beatdowns, some abandonment. You're gonna save yourself some trouble. You're gonna save yourself having to negotiate with somebody carnal for the rest of your life that don't love Yah because you made a dumb decision. If we mess around and start obeying the word, start meditating the word, and start caring about Yah's business, ain't no way in the world Israel should have been wanting a physical king. Right. Why would you want that and you got the Most High? Right. Why are you going to go find a problem for yourself for the rest of your doggone life? Why? Because we carnal. We judge stuff wrong. We look at stuff wrong. And it ain't got to be looks. You shouldn't be dealing with people intimately if you can help it. That's not spiritual. That's not about the things of Yah. Set yourself up for trouble. The more spiritual you get, do you know the less people can manipulate you? When you start judging things off the word only and stop tripping off people, right or wrong, what Yah wants you to do, because what y'all got me exposing now is what the devil used on us to bring hindrances in our life. Right? It said lay aside every weight and the sin, right? We got weights in our life, and how they got there was because we made some carnal decisions based on some superficial dumb stuff. Like, I'm lonely. That's one. Loneliness will then cause you to post up with a devil. Can I talk like that?
Yes, you can. Preach out.
Will have you post up with someone that don't like Yah like you do. So it's always a war. It's always friction. And one of the ways that we end up with the devil is because they look good. Or they came in with the ring on and the gay clothing, the designer stuff. That's what got us. Israel looking at the other nations and see a physical dude standing there. Not knowing that dude can't do nothing Yah can do. You gonna replace, come on, y'all. We done messed around and replaced Yah with people. Me rolling with them is gonna get me paid, and then I'm gonna be happy. You got folks that's looking for a record deal because they can sing. They end up getting the record deal, then they end up having to sell their soul. Then they end up being passed around to Ashkenazi Jews being raped for the rest of their life until they kill them. Only thing we see is them jiggling and twerking in a video. We see them in all the movies, but they filled with secrets. Soul gone, head gone. A lot of them got alter egos, which are actually demons. Demons living inside of them and meet them on the stage. It's them demons that's cracking the jokes. It's them demons that's twerking so fast, brother, look like they got an engine in their behind. It's humanly impossible to flap that stuff, flapjack, flap. You got to have some supernatural. Got to be legion in there pumping with you. Got to be a legion in there pumping.
I beg to differ.
Everybody.
There's no demons. Exercise. That's practice.
No, it's a little deeper than that. I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna believe her. Hey, look, I'm gonna believe her and say, my alter ego is up here screwing the wind like this. But at the end of the day,
It's an exercise class for that.
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you're seeking something that the devil is offering based on your desires of what you want. If you didn't get it from Yah, give it back.
Yes.
Music never has been not for Yah. See, when David was dancing, he wasn't dancing to get a record, a dance. He wasn't trying to be a video vixen or nothing like that. That wasn't his goal. He wasn't trying to get likes. He wasn't trying to outdance the church across the street and all that old crazy. They little dance troupe. That wasn't his.
That's the moves though. I saw that.
Yeah, no, it's in there now. I ain't gonna.
Saw that.
But I'm not trying. No.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not trying to get into a video. I'm not trying to impress nobody. I'm not trying. Those days is when you get Yah, your whole agenda should change, which will then stop you from having to do things for the wrong reason. When you preach for Yah, you cannot be manipulated because like you're not preaching to please someone you're trying to get into bed with. You're not using your spiritual authority to manipulate people. You're not trying. You don't have an ulterior motive. I keep saying it. I'm gonna say it again. The Messiah said, "I come in my Father's name, and you receive me not." And what he was telling them is, "I come representing him. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't have an ulterior motive. I want him." And if somebody come in and with the big ring on and the cool clothing, that don't manipulate me. If he a saint, hallelujah. And if he's a devil, I'm going to get him.
Exactly.
Care nothing about how much money he got or what he got on. Means nothing to me. Titles. That don't mean nothing to me. It can't. If I'm going to be like the Messiah. He said, "I come in my Father's name." You see, now, if another come in his own name, there go the ring, y'all. There go the clothing, and you receive him. And he gonna get another ring off your behind. Because you silly and you an evil judge. The man of Yah came in here poor. You told him to move. Give your cheer up to him. You told her to move. Give up her cheer. Give up the cheer for the mother. Not for the money. Okay. Give up your cheer because you're young. Move, boy. Get up. But don't start being an evil judge. You want to talk to him because of how he look and what he driving. Yeah, you play that game if you want to. Don't let the reality of poverty, because what they did to Hebrew women is they empowered them with welfare. The government started taking care of you, not knowing the government hates you. But because of the check, they manipulated you to put your man out. And that's why your kids is crazy. Because he put the man out, the discipline is gone. They tricked you. The ring, y'all, it's the ring in the gay clothing. It's the you look at this stuff from a carnal standpoint, which made the number one enemy to the Hebrew man is the Hebrew woman. Oh, it's the truth anyhow. You got to give him up to get that check. You got to give him up to get the Section 8. You got to turn him in, and you're gonna get paid. That's how it works. That's how it go down. Israel want a king because they's looking at stuff the wrong way. And we got to learn how to start looking at things Yahweh. Women disrespectful to the man because he broke. You better look at what broke him. And if he get broke the right way, broken in his spirit because he financially broke, y'all trying to break the dude. Y'all trying to break him, not turn his woman against him. He trying to break him so he can repent. And come out from among and be separate, and Yah will put his crown back on his head. And the process is we're going to stop being evil judges. That's the men and the women. And we're going to teach our children not to be evil judges. Don't be their friend because they look good and they got a big house. You be their friend if they nice to you. Be their friend if they your friend. You love everybody, but be people friend that's in your corner. Sit up there, gave it to them. They ain't going to pay me back. No, they don't like you. You try to give it to them to win them over from respect the person. Leave them alone. You should have gave it to somebody that needed it. Try to help somebody as opposed to trying to get favor with people. You don't seek nobody favor but Yah's. Seeking your doggone favor. You ain't got to approve of me. You ain't got to like me. You got to listen to me preach. Say what the heck you want to say about me. I'm not trying to make friends. I'm making disciples. If you like Yah, you'll roll with me. If you don't, keep it moving. Care how much money you got. You ain't never gave me none any doggone way. And if you did, I'm still going to preach on you.
That's right.
Get out of pocket and see if I won't. Bring the devil up in here if you want to. I'll come down your street and park in your doggone lap. I will. I ain't playing. Please. Make y'all mad. And I'm coming. He send me, I'll go.
Yes, he will.
Because Yah is real, y'all. Israel want a king. What you want a king for? Why you want a king? You want a king? You want a man to rule over you? If you have to have a man, you want him to be a man of Yah. And if you can help him, look, don't the word say that the lifestyle, the conversation, it says in King James Version, but the lifestyle of the wife can win over the husband. We should be winning each other over to Yah 100%. Everybody. We shouldn't be evil judges. We shouldn't treat somebody better because they paid. That's, oh my good. That's what's wrong with us. Somebody good, we overlook them. I'm not even necessarily talking about just for marriage. I'm talking about period. I'm going to treat you a certain way. Oh, he played for the whoop-de-whoops. Man, come on. Are you serious right now? They're used to that type treatment. They expect it. And they expect it from you because you silly. Because what floats your boat shouldn't be floating it. It floats the boat of the world. And you supposed to be saved and you act just like that? That joker cussing and talking crazy, poison music, and you light up like a Christmas tree when you see that? That chick is messing your children and your daughters up. With that satanic stuff, your children is looking up to that, and so is you. Your children screaming, so are you. And you're subjecting the spirits of someone that trusts you, your children. You're empowering people to kill your own family. Satanic. We got to get away from Satan, y'all. And his children and his manipulations. Some folks are captive by the devil, and the people of Yah should be the ones that's freeing them. By being around him, not being evil judges. I'm dealing with you according to spirit. When you deal with me, and two, let me say this, right? The word says, if you see somebody overtaken in fault, right? Ye with your spirit shall go into restoration mode, right? Because that's exactly what we're supposed to be doing. We should be able, as we grow, to be able to discern good from evil. That's the goal. And deal with things from a spiritual standpoint, right? Mm-hmm. And in dealing with things from a spiritual standpoint, not only you got to have love, but you got to have wisdom of the word and how to deal with people. And everybody don't have that yet. Mm-mm. That's why you can't have 17 parents. You got to stay out of it. When they teach you to go preach, and I'm closing, y'all, but when they teach you to go preach, right, they say, just preach the gospel. When you're young, just preach the gospel, death, burial, resurrection. Don't get in to start swinging because you don't know how. Someone that know what they doing can take a knife and cut you from the bottom all the way down to your pelvic bone, open you up, fix the problem and close you up. And someone that don't know what they doing, you can get killed with an ice pick. One little incident and take somebody's head smooth off, kill them. That's why we got to grow. That's why everyone should stay in their lanes and not be rebuking and trying to correct one another. Folks should be encouraging and love to one another. And whomever y'all gave the sword to, that's the only joker should be swinging it. Tell you the truth. It's just the truth. But we got to learn how to judge things right. We got to get our head right. I'm gonna treat Coles better because that's my dude. He like a little brother to me. I love that dude. But I'm not supposed to treat him better than I treat Lena. And she like a daughter to me anyway. Not because she cute. She cute. She like a little daughter to me. I ain't never flirted with her. That's my little daughter. With a cute self. I shouldn't have an ulterior motive. I'm nice to Lena because she cute. You know what I'm talking about? You wouldn't even be here if you had any sense. Everybody, take the little ones too. Leave the donuts, okay?
Then I'm gonna help you push them out.
But folks should be, we shouldn't want, look, when you get rid of the king's mentality dealing with people and you want Yah to be your king, you want real talk. Everyone in this room should not have, I don't believe in passive salvation either. See, all the things that I know now is things I suffered. I suffered this stuff. Yeah, I've been through the blender dealing with players. I ain't going to go there because I love them, to be honest with you. But I've been up under some players type stuff. And because I had unintentionally respect the person. See, when you in church, you talk, don't you put your mouth on the man of God and don't you, whatever he say, and you know, look, I was Catholic. I'm talking about after I was Catholic. You know, I had to write down my sins and take it to the pastor. And then he get to hear, and then he want to know some details about some stuff I done did with a female. No, what? Kind of make me feel a little uncomfortable up in this show. But you don't want no king over you. And the temptation to get a king over you is exactly what James 2 is talking about. The ring and the good apparel. It's how you see things. How you look at it. Oh, that's such and such, you know. Oh, yeah, you know, you give it to him. That's such as, you give that joker nothing. He don't need it. You trying to win him. You trying to kiss up to him. She don't need that. You trying to impress her. When you should be impressing Yah. You pressing them for. You're going to press them into a way now they're going to use you. And you did that. Because they green eyes. Oh, look at them. Okay, then get your little purse ready. Them green eyes going to cost you. Go and get your little nickel. Forget Yah now. You ain't giving to the ministry. You done found you some green eyes. Playboy doing all them push-ups. Them six. He got a six-pack, girl. You thought I was after him because of that designer shirt? I seen up on it. My bill went up. Girl, I was paying when I seen the shirt. So you know I'm paying now. Yeah, it costs you. Because you don't see things like y'all see. see, man look on the outer appearance, but y'all look at the heart. You need to get with somebody that you can build a family with that's going to love you for real, that's going to respect you. Don't you want to be respected? Right. Don't you want to be respected? Hey, I'm closing, y'all, but I'm telling you, you got these jokers running around corporate minded. You don't even know you're a slave.
Okay,
You break it. The pole folk got a little sandwich and tried to get out the door, and your super caped corporate behind tackled them. You done tackled the hungry man. Now you employee of the month with your crazy sellout. You want to be Mr. Walmart. There's a soul hungry. Who gave Walmart all the stuff in the first doggone place? Was it thievery? Who gave them the power? Did they kill for it? Did they rape? Did they pillage? And you want to be employee of the month? You're a sellout, don't even know it. You're an evil judge and don't even know it. Nowhere in the world I'm tackling somebody trying to eat. Joker living in the tent outside and you want to snitch on them. And that's snitching. Walmart. You know how much food they throw away? You know how much tons? Do you know? Do you know that they'll throw it away first and you done got them arrested?
That's sad.
Because you looking at the logo, you trying to go up the corporate ladder in your own personal slavery. Stuff don't belong to them. This stuff is fictitious. It's fake. People is real. Gave them the right to steal and take all that stuff. But when you Christianize and don't know the word right, don't know what true love is, you come up with some obey the laws of the land. Do not know what that means. Hey, the word said, I ain't gonna go there. Hey y'all, we gotta stop being evil judges. When you love Yah, he said when you give to the poor, you lend to Yah. And he gonna pay you back. That's all he's saying. When you take care of his children, the things of Yah, he got you. Do not spend yourself on the devil and on the deeds of his people. Notice I said the deeds. You want to love those that follow the devil into the point that they submit to truth and that they repent. And they should be able to see that type of love. And they know the difference of real love, if you love them because of what they got. Because some people get tired of people kissing up to them because of what they got. They have problems making friends because they don't know who's real. Their guards got to be up because everybody fake. Yeah. You coming to me because I play for the Warriors. You don't like me. You don't even know me. That's their attitude. They should be because everywhere they go, folks is melting and going crazy. And if they ungodly, they going to use you. Lift your dress. They going to use you. We got to stop being evil judges and start loving people. Start caring about people. Because then you start meeting the need as opposed to trying to win people over. Y'all getting this? Yeah. I've been nice to people based on who they is, accolade. Then they turned around and stabbed me in the face. Stabbed me in the back, and then stabbed me in the face. Let me know I ain't tripping. So that give me the opportunity to say, okay, now I'm going to do my man thing. Now I can respond. And my response is, you got it. Shouldn't have been messing with you in the first place like that. I learned my lesson. You got it. Now I'm going to grow. And next time I see somebody and I want to do something for them, it better not be because of their name, their fame, how good they look, what they can do for me. It better be what they're willing to do for Yah, and how I can help them because they really need, as opposed to me trying to please them. Did y'all get that? Yeah. Is it playing? Yeah. Let's give y'all praise. Hallelujah. That was a good one?
Yes, it was.
No, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Blingo open.
No. No. Yeah. No. If y'all's blessed, you be blessed.
Something like you don't understand right there.
If y'all's blessed, you be blessed. I gotta go. I got a cold, y'all. Give y'all praise. The song right quick. Sing the song. I'll be right back. As soon as I come back, stop.
Shema Yisrael, Yahudah Elohim, Yahudah. Let me hear you say. Come on, hey. Shema Yisrael,
Shema Israel,
Yahudah Oh, Shema Yisrael, Shema Yisrael, Yahudah Elohim. Come on, Dad. Hey, Yahudah Ehad. One more time, hear and obey. Shema Yisrael. Come on. Yahudah Elohim. Yeah, Yahudah Ehad. So the call and response. Here we go. Hey, Shema Yisrael. Shema Israel. Shema Israel. Come on. Israel. Hey, Shema Israel. Shema Israel. Shema Israel. Israel. Again, come on, Shema Israel. Shema Israel. Shema Israel. Hey, hear and obey. Shema Israel. Hear and obey. Israel. Hear and obey. Israel. Hey, let's take it up. Shema, come on. Israel. Yahudah Elohim. Yahudah. Come on, put your hands together. Let's praise them. Hey. Shema Yisrael. Shema. Hey. Yisrael. Yahudah. Hey. Yahudah. Okay, repeat after me. Hallelujah. Hey. Love him with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. You got to. Come on, let me hear you. Soul, mind, and strength. We must love him with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. You say it. Love him with all your heart. Hey. Soul, mind. That's the commandment fulfilled. Love him with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. You got to. Love him with all your heart. Hey. Soul, mind, and strength. One more time, love him with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. You got to love him with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Oh, love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor. Hallelujah. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor. Come on, hey. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor. Take it up. Shema. Hey, Yisrael, Yahudah Elohim. Hear and obey, Israel. He's one. One more time. Shema Yisrael. Hey, Yahudah Elohim. He's God. He's Lord. Hallelujah. Hey, hallelujah. Come on, man. yeah. Yahudah. You're worthy, oh Most High. Yahudah. Eloheinu. Eloheinu, you are God. Shema Yisrael. Hallelujah. Yahudah Eloheinu. We worship you, we exalt you. Elohe, you are Elohe. Come on and worship him from your heart. Do it your way. Lift up his name like a trumpet. He's worthy of all praise. Yahudah, Savior of the world, the one who died for our sins. Behold the nail hands. Hallelujah. Toda Yahudah. Ha. Woo. Hallelujah. Hey, it's nothing like praising him in the congregation of the righteous. We exalt his name because he alone is worthy of all praise. All glory belongs to Yahudah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Power, might, dominion
Hallelujah.
belongs to you, Yahudah.
Hey. Hallelujah. We thank y'all. That was nice. I think that's your favorite, ain't it? Bless you. Yeah, when you go there, you're going to get it. Yeah. That's good. Thank you. Thanks letting the Most High use you. Hallelujah. We thank y'all for y'all Facebook. Thanks for hanging out with us on today. We pray that you got something out of the lesson. We're gonna have to stop that. Respect the persons, y'all. We're gonna have to learn to love on each other on an even playing field. Don't be evil judges and get yourself caught up in a snare, because you'll end up using the wrong criteria to love on folk, and then you'll get hate in return. You end up getting used and taken advantage of in return. Don't you go crazy over these evil folk based on their name, their fame, and where they've been and all that. They didn't take you, and they'll end up using you if you exalt that in the evil way. Don't blame them for having the bling. Don't blame them for having it. You know, but don't you get the cheese in their face because of it. You cheese in everybody's face equally, based on you loving Yah and you loving them. And if they don't need it, why would you give it to them for? Because they blinking? No, you played yourself. What you cheesing for? Because they fine? No, you in trouble. You better make them make you smile. They've been so kind to you and loving you and treating you so well that you say, you know what? I can smile at you. Joe, I ain't smiling at you because you got pretty white teeth.
Thank you.
Hallelujah. But we thank y'all for hanging out. Let's pray and get ready to get out of here, y'all. Let's do the prayer. Spirit of the Most High, we love you. Thank you for this opportunity that your word went forth with clarity. We pray that it fall down in the souls of your children, springing up in everlasting life. Even give them the heart and the mind to share, perpetrate the truth of your word. If it was even true to them, cause them to push the share button and tell folks about your goodness. Give us the spirit of love, unconditional. That we don't be swayed for or against someone based on physical circumstances, but we do it being led by your Ruah, the spirit of love and truth. We trust that it was done, delivered, and it will be carried out in the matchless name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Let me pray. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. If y'all want to hang out with us and talk about the lesson, all you got to do is dial 302-202-1102, extension 815648. 302-202-1102, extension 815648. If you want to support the ministry, you can just go to PayPal and put in Yahushua Assemblies at gmail.com. That's AHUSHA Assemblies, ASSEMBLIES at gmail.com, or you go to the Cash App and put in Yahudah. Money sign Yahudah. Money sign capital YAHUA. And you can give that way. Again, hang out with us. 302-202-1102, extension 815648. Thanks for hanging out. We love you. Y'all be Baruch, Baruch Shalom. We gone.